Hello and welcome to a yoga session. My name is Maria, and today's session we are going to be focusing on our back. So release tension from our upper back through the middle right to our lower back. The postures will target hopefully that and ease any tension. So let's just start from the easy pose with our legs crossed. Settle in. You can always elevate your hips a little bit, maybe place a cushion or a blanket. It helps to maintain a long spine. So relax the shoulders back down, rest the palms down on your knees, and just bring your attention to your breath. And slowly start inhaling through your nose. Expand your abdomen, your chest, and then slowly exhale through your nose. Take your inhalations, maybe in a count to 4, and your exhalation, a count to 6 maybe, or even 7. So continue to breathe like this for a few more moments. You can close your eyes if you want to, just tune into your breath. And then just slowly raise your arms and stretch. Interlace your fingers, lengthen through the spine. Press the palms up. And then slowly come to a side bend to stretch the opposite side of your body. Create a space between rib cage. And then inhale back to the center, then exhale the opposite way. Inhale back to the center. Release your arms. Lift the shoulders open back. Just slowly roll your chin towards the chest, lengthen through the back of your neck. And then just slowly bring the right ear towards the right shoulder. Lift the chin. Stretch the left side. Extend your left arm to the side. Feel the stretch on the left side. And then slowly roll your chin back to the center. Bring the left ear towards the left shoulder, extending your right arm to the side, and then just gently lift the chin. Stretch the right side of the shoulder and your neck, and then slowly roll the chin back to the center. Lift the chin, and then return back to make your way to a tabletop position. Spread your fingers. Knees hip apart. We're going to warm up our spine with a cat and cow pose. So with the inhalation, hollow your back as you look up. And then exhale, arch your back. Chin to chest, tuck your tailbone under. Inhale and hollow your back, lift the chest. And then exhale again, arch your back, chin to chest, tuck your tailbone under. Release the spine back to neutral. Walk your hands a little bit further forward to the edge of the mat for a puppy stretch. So keep the hips over your knees and then just lower the chest down. Rest on your forearms, maybe rest the forehead down. Or maybe extend your arms all the way, opening through the shoulders, bringing the chest closer towards the mat. And then slowly walk your hands back to a tabletop. Curl your toes under. Take your knees a couple of inches back. And then press through the balls of your feet, lift the hips to a downward dog, lengthen through the spine. Extend, rotate your upper arms so the shoulder blades rest on the back of your rib cage. Keep your knees bent with the first downward dog. If you find any tightness in the back of your legs, your hamstrings, and keep the knees
bend as much as you need to. And then slowly bring the knee towards the center, alternative knee, so walking dog, stretching through the back of your legs, the hamstrings, slowly easing down the heels towards the mat. As you lengthen through the spine, through the back of your legs, reaching down with your heels towards the mat. Lengthen through the spine and through the back of your legs, through the hamstrings. Stay strong with your core, engage, looking towards your feet. And then slowly walk your feet towards your hands. Keep bending your knees. Stay in forward bend. Soften the knees so there's no pressure on your lower back. Inhale and lift the chest. Slide your hands towards your knees. Rest on your shins. So straighten the legs a little bit more. Lengthen through the spine and back of your neck. Exhale back down to a forward bend. Soften the knees. And then inhale, raise your arms to the side. Bring them up to an upward salute. Place the palms together above your head. Lift the chin to look towards your thumbs. And then slowly release your arms. Lift the shoulders, open back. From the feet, hip apart, step your right leg back to a pyramid stretch. So we're not stepping too far, so we're able to press the body weight onto the right heel. The hips are square. Raise our arms. Stretch. And stretch the right wrist with your left hand as you lean to your right heel. Open the chest. Keep your belly strong. So pay attention how you feel in this posture when you breathe. And then slowly release. Bring the knee forward for a little bit of balance. And then take your leg back, further back. We're going to practice warrior one now. So we're placing the heel down so it's a wider step back. Hips are still square. The left knee will bend a 90-degree angle. So the heel will be just over the ankle. The knee will be directly towards the toes. We'll open through the right hip flexor. And then we're going to straighten our legs. So as we inhale, we come to a warrior one, bending the knee to a 90-degree angle. Lengthen through the spine. So make sure the torso is just slightly in front of the hip area. And then release. Let's do this one more time. Raise our arms. And we're going to stretch the right wrist. So we're doing the same as we did with pyramid stretch. So we're opening our chest. So it feels a little bit stronger, the warrior one, as the chest comes forward. So we're targeting a little bit into the back as well. And the right hip flexor is really open. So the leg is straight and slightly rounded around the knee area. And then slowly release. Straighten your leg. Bring your body weight into your left foot and see if you can stretch your quadricep. So reaching with your hand towards your right foot. Maybe hold on to your trousers. And see if you can just bring the torso slightly forward. Your arm comes forward, lifting the leg a little bit, lifting the knee. Now if you find this really challenging, just stay with the quadricep stretch. See how you feel. So we are attempting a dancer's pose. It's a balance pose. But also targets into our back. And then release. Let's do this on the opposite side. So feet hip apart. step your left leg back, first into a small step where we stretch. So pyramid stretch, your left heel is down to the mat. Hips are square, raise your arms and stretch your left wrist with your right hand. Open the chest. Feel pressing your body weight into your left heel. So observe again how you feel around your abdomen area. Keep your belly strong. And then slowly release. Lift the shoulders up and back, step into your right foot and raise the left knee. To a bit of balance, place your hands over your knee and then step your left leg further back for a warrior one. So it's a wider step. Place the heel down, hips are square. Bend the right knee, 90-degree angle, so the heel is over, the knee is over your heel. The torso is slightly in front of your hips. And then straighten your leg. So we just have the alignment right. And as we raise our arms, bend the knee to warrior one. So the torso is slightly in front of your hips. Your arms extended along the side of your ears. Try not to bring them too close. Exhale and straighten your leg, lower your arms. Let's come one more time to a warrior one. Make sure the knees directly towards the toes. You open through the left hip flexor. Now if you find this really challenging, some people are unable to press the heel all the way down to start with. So just observe how you feel in this posture. And then we're going to stretch the left wrist with our right hand. So pull our arms a little bit further back behind the ears. So create slight back bend as we open our chest. And then slowly release our arms. Step into your right foot. And stretch the left quadricep. So hold on to your foot. You can do this against a wall, maybe if you find it challenging for a balance to support yourself. You could also hold on to the trousers or maybe even use a strap. And then from here, see if you can bring the torso forward slightly, lifting the left foot up and raising our right arm forward. So we're attempting a dancer's pose. And then slowly release. Bring yourself back onto the front of the mat with feet hip apart. Raise your arms. And then support your lower back. To ease to a standing back bend. Support the lower back. Bring the shoulder blades together. Look up. See if you can trust your body to look up. If you have no neck issues, or just simply look straight ahead, pressing the hips forward. And then slowly ease back. We're going to come into the mat. So come into all four. Tabletop position. We're going to do a thread the needle pose. So from the tabletop position, we're going to extend our right arm to the side. Maybe lift a little bit higher, spinning the chest open to the right side. And slowly we're going to thread that arm through underneath the left arm as we keep bending the elbow. Threading through all the way the right arm as we rest on our shoulder, side of our face, and then maybe extend the left arm in front of us. So your right arm is relaxed completely. The left arm can be stretched in front of you, or some people prefer just to stay with the knee, with the elbow bent, but try to extend it. So the stretch comes from the back. We twist. And then slowly as you walk your left hand forward, support yourself back to a tabletop, and then extend the left arm to the side. Reach the arm higher if you can, opening the chest to the left side. And then slowly start threading through underneath the right elbow. Keep bending the elbow, threading through the left arm, relaxing the shoulder down completely. And maybe extending your right arm in front of you. And then slowly, as you slide your hand back to the center, support yourself with your right hand. Release the left arm back to a tabletop. Hollow your back to a cow pose. Look up, lift the chest. And then release back to neutral. Take your hands a little bit further forward. And then just lower down through a back bend to a cobra pose. Place your hands underneath the shoulders or take them a little bit lower around the chest area. Keep the feet hip apart and anchor your hips down to the mat. Inhale and lift the chest, shoulders back down. And exhale to release. Inhale again to a cobra pose. And then release. Take your arms back for a locust pose. This time we're going to place the palms of our hands up. So it's different variation in locust pose. As we press our palms up, lift the chest. Anchor the hips down firmly, pressing the palms up towards the sky and reaching back with our hands, with our arms. And then slowly release. You can rest on the side of your cheek. I'm going to repeat this, so lift the arms, palms facing up, lift the chest. Again, pay attention to your abdomen, shallow breath, and slowly release. Extend your right arm forward, bend your left knee, then lift the chest and reach with your arm forward. As you reach towards your left ankle, lifting the knee slightly off the mat and reaching up with your right arm forward. Keep the chest lifted. And then slowly release. Extend your left arm forward, bend the right knee and reach with your right hand towards the ankle. So we're doing a half bow pose. Lifting the chest as you reach with your left arm forward and maybe lifting the knee off the mat. And then slowly release. And take our arms back. Bend both your knees and come to a bow pose. So reaching to your ankles, again, this one, you can maybe just hold on to your trousers, depends on how you feel, your flexibility. And then just lifting the chest. Hold on to your ankles. And then release. Lift again. The chest. Maybe this time lift the knees slightly. The higher you lift, you're creating a bigger back bend. Pressing the feet towards the sky, lifting the chest. And slowly releasing the knee back down. Releasing your arms, bring them forward, crossing your arms and just resting for a moment in crocodile pose. Rocking the hips from side to side. And then slowly placing our hands underneath the rib cage for a cobra pose. As we rest on our chin to start with, inhale and lift the chest. You can just do a baby cobra, you don't have to lift very high. And then pressing through the palms, keeping the belly strong, peeling your body off the mat. Come into a child's pose, so taking the hips towards the heels, stretching through the spine, allowing the hips come closer towards your heels, maybe walking your hands a little bit further back, crossing your arms and resting your forehead on your crossed arms. And then slowly returning back to a tabletop, spreading our fingers, knees hip apart, reaching with our right arm and left leg, so balancing tabletop. Then bending the knee and maybe reaching with our hand towards the ankle. Maybe hold on to the trousers, you can use a strap as well for this. So see if you can lift the chest and press the foot towards the sky. And then slowly release. Curl your toes under and just slowly ease the hips down towards the heels. And then return back to a tabletop. Extend the left arm this time and right leg. Lengthen through the spine, keeping your core strong. And then bending the knee. Right knee, reaching with your left hand towards the ankle, maybe towards holding onto the trousers. If you find this really hard, you can always use a strap. So take your time, and maybe lifting the chest and pressing the foot towards the sky to intensify the posture. And then slowly releasing back down. Come into a child's pose again. And then slowly returning back to a tabletop. Bring the knee forward. So we're going to do a pigeon pose. Bring the knee forward between your hands. Placing the knee forward. Extending the left leg all the way back down. So the heel from our right foot will ease towards the left side of your groin. So if I just turn forward, because it's quite difficult to do a pigeon pose with the shin parallel towards the mat, it's quite strong. So most of the time what we do when we're sliding the foot towards the side of your groin, so you'll end up with the hips square, so the right buttock is off the mat. So in tall pigeon we're really targeting the back. So if I just turn again to the side, walking your hands towards the hips, keep extending the left leg. Support yourself on your fingertips, on your fists. Staying in tall pigeon for a few moments. And then walk your hands forward. You can create fists with your hands and rest the forehead on top of your fist. And then slowly ease back from the posture. Support yourself with your hands and release that knee back to a tabletop. Then lower your hips down to stretch into a child's pose. And as you return back to a tabletop, bring your left knee forward between your hands. Extend that right leg as far as you can and bring the foot to wherever feels right for you. So obviously this is very strong because the distance from the hip area in your foot is quite big distance, so you'll find it quite challenging. Then slide the foot towards the right side of your groin and then square the hips so your left buttock is lifted now off the mat. Keep extending the right leg and make sure your hips are square, walking your hands towards the hips. Stay in tall pigeon. Now if you find this really challenging, a lot of people, if they have tightness in the hips, then you can sit on the left side of your buttock and slide the knee slightly forward so the hip opener is a little bit more gentle. So this is another variation you could do. But our target is the low back, so don't worry too much about it if this is not for you. So stay in tall pigeon for a moment, sliding the heel towards the right side of your groin if you can. And then walk your hands forward. Rest on your, create a fist with your hands and rest your forehead down on the fist. And then slowly release. Release the knee back to a tabletop. And then just lower down to a child's pose. You can rest your forearms, rest your forehead down on your crossed forearms. And then slowly release. Bring your knee forward and come into your back. For a bridge pose, place your feet down, straight down from the knees. Extend your arms along the side. Place the palms down. Make sure your feet are down from your knees and the hip apart. As you inhale, lift tailbone, lift the hips. Press through your feet into a bridge pose. Keep lifting, pressing through your feet and supporting the posture with your extended arms. Press the palms down. Lengthen through the back of your neck. So bringing the chin towards the chest. And then slowly start descending from your upper back, bringing the spine down vertebrae by vertebrae through the middle of your back as the hips are coming down last. Bring the knees towards the chest and press them towards your chest. And gently sway from side to side. Then extend your legs all the way back down. We're going to try to do a fish pose. So what we're doing, we're going to place our arms underneath our body. So try to bring the elbows underneath the body. The palms of your hands are down on the mat. Your legs extended. Your feet more or less together, so keep them together. And then if you start bending your elbows, you're sliding the crown of your head to rest on the crown of your head and create a space in your upper back. So your hands are just underneath your buttock. So if you have no neck issues, this is fine for you. A lot of people find this challenging, so I'm just going to show you different variation. So to come out of the posture, I would simply just extend the arms straight and slide the head down, back down without lifting the head. What you could do is do a seated posture where you sit place your hands behind you and then just bring the chest forward, so create that back bend in your upper back as you look up. So again, if you have no neck issues, it's fine to come a little bit deeper into the posture. Or you could just skip it all together if you've got neck issues. And then we're just going to do twist the end, so knees to chest, extend our arms away from our body, bring the knees to the side, to the right side. If you want to lower the feet down first before you twist, that's fine. Looking the opposite side, make sure you keep the arms and shoulders down. Return with your knees back to the center, and for a more gentle twist you can keep the feet down on your mat. For a more intense stretch, you lift the feet and then place the knees to the opposite side. Look the other way. Keep the arms and shoulders down. Slowly return your knees back to the center. Extend your legs all the way back down to Shavasana posture. Place your feet hip apart, a little bit wider. Allow your feet and your thighs gently roll out with gravity. Bring the arms to the side. Place the palms of your hands so they're facing up. Take a nice deep breath and then exhale. You can exhale through your open mouth. Let go of any tension. And just bring your attention to your right leg. Tense, maybe lift an inch or so, and then release. Tense your left leg, and then release. Bring the tension towards the hips, and clench your buttocks, and maybe lift the hips, and then release. Bring the tension across the spine. Press the shoulders down, puff up the chest, tighten your abdomen, then exhale and release. Shrug the shoulders towards your ears, and release them back down towards the hips. Make fists with your hands, lift, tense, and then release. Tighten your facial muscles, make a small face, and then release. And gently sway your head from side to side. Keep your eyes closed and scan your body for any tension. And then release. You can stay in this posture as long as you need to. You can bring some movement to your feet, to your hands, or maybe stretch. And as you bend your knees towards the chest, you can roll onto the right side just for a moment to contemplate the practice. And then slowly you can make your way to a seated posture. You can keep your eyes closed. Cross your legs and bring your arms forward into a prayer in front of your heart center as you inhale, and as you exhale, namaste. Thank you very much.